The next type of lead source that I want to talk to you about is the delegate lead, and we're going to go to a site called Meetup.com. And on Meetup.com, it highlights groups that may be near you, people not only from a professional sense but also from a personal one actually. But there's a lot of networking groups on there for businesses. There's meetups for singles, there's meetups for moms, there's meetups around sports and entertainment and all sorts. But we're obviously only going to concentrate on it from careers and business perspective. So essentially you can go to meetup.com, type in what sort of category of event that you're after, type in the location that you're looking for events in that category, and hit search, and you will see a whole big list of events that are taking place. Not only do you see the list of events, you see who organises that event, and you also see who's attending that event. Now, if you have got in your particular business sector, it's important that you identify events that your target market might be going to. So, best practices for using the delegate lead and meetup.com are these. Search for the events that you think your prospects are likely to attend. It doesn't matter if it's not something that's particularly of interest to you. It's important that we go where our audience are. So try and identify the events that your prospects are likely to attend. Then try to narrow that field down a little bit more by looking at events which have a lot of attendees. Now, it can be a bit misleading because the closer the event is to the time that you're looking, the more attendees it's likely to have. If you're looking at an event that is a month away, for example, then probably very few people are going to identify and promote the fact that they're attending that event. Try to connect with organisers of these events on LinkedIn, of course, as usually these people are very, very well connected. And if you've got a trade event or an industry event, the organiser is usually fairly influential. The organisers of these events are fairly influential, and they may be a very good source of future business for you. If they know a lot of your target market and you can build a relationship with these influencers, then they can help generate additional leads, additional sales, additional interest and engagement for you. Try and connect openly with the other delegates on LinkedIn, mentioning the event. Thank them for accepting and try and start a conversation. Try to arrange a catch-up at the event that you're talking about if you're planning on going yourself. If you're not planning on going to the event, mention the event to add a layer of context so they know why you're getting in touch with them. But if you can't make it to that event, simply try and meet up in other ways. Now, as part of the resources for this class, there is a list of communication templates. And these communication templates give you a starting point for how to communicate to the delegate lead. So what we can do here is we can find out how suitable this would be for you. The first step is to identify what sort of meetup you're looking for. So we're looking to meet up with friends, arts, dancing, hobbies and crafts, music, socialising, singles. We're not interested in any of that professionally. We're just interested in careers and business. I'm a little bit lazy, so I'm only going to search for events within 10 miles of where I am, and I'm going to select Birmingham as my nearest town, Birmingham, West Midlands, and I'm going to look for groups. There are, within 10 miles of Birmingham, career and business groups. There are quite a few, as you can see. This one has 80 members, this one has 90, 134, 28, 97, 1,269. There is lots and lots of opportunity. If I stretch this out to, again, 50 miles, say, we can see now there is many, many, many more groups. But let's just go back and have a look and see Digital Marketers Meetup Group. Now, I'm interested in digital marketing, of course, but I want to go to an event that my target market may be there. Where my target market may be. And I'm not really interested in other digital marketers. Maybe they're a source of leads, yeah, sure, but maybe it's just going to be a little bit competitive and not really lead and business generation focused. Let's have a look at this Birmingham Beyond 9 to 5 meetup. We can see here that this event is organised by somebody called Lisa Jackson. And if I were to hover over her profile, I can see a little bit about her. I can read a little bit more. Interestingly, I could also try and find out if Lisa Jackson is on LinkedIn and connect with her and say, oh, hi Lisa, I noticed that you've set up the Birmingham Beyond 9 to 5 group. I'm interested in joining, why don't we connect here? Now that would be a great start. Do you think Lisa would honestly reject your connection request. If you've referenced already her Birmingham Beyond 9 to 5 meetup group, of course she would accept your invite. If she's an influencer, and she clearly is, she has 97 members in her group, and she has a lot of people already saying they're going to attend. They've got 27 people already RSVP'd for this latest meeting. So she's quite clearly an influencer. So we can find out a little bit more about Lisa if we wanted to, or we can simply have a look and identify who's going to be coming to this event. So we can have a look at the delegates. So if I click on 27 that are going, I can then scroll down. If I'm logged in, I'll get more information, but I can start to see who's going to that event. If any of my ideal prospects are going to that event, then that is absolutely wonderful. If I could want to have a look at the members, I can just simply click on this members tab here. These aren't necessarily people that are going to this next event, but these are members of a networking group outside of LinkedIn, and we can get their name, we can find out more about them. No doubt we'll find out where they work, what they do. We can find these people quite easily on LinkedIn, connect to them, say, oh, I notice you're also a member of Birmingham Beyond 9 to 5. It's a great way to start a conversation in a way that people simply do not expect.